So just out of curiosity, right? Y'all know the fuel prices are going up. Y'all see my truck parked right there. Are y'all moving y'all's truck right now? And if so, what is your minimum that you are moving your box truck for?
What's going on? Doctor. I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off.
Yo, so this is my first day back from since the diesel prices increased. And what the hell is this, bro? $600? I'm a company driver, bro, but how are you owner-op surviving out here, bro? That's insane.
Welcome back to the Southern Economists, where the truth don't get sugarcoated. We talking about these diesel prices for these trucks, big rigs out here feeling it. Let's find out what's going on today, y'all. Let's get into these videos.
God almighty, what's going on with these diesel prices? Nah. The last time I worked, diesel was like $2, $3, maybe some $3.79, $3 something. Y'all, diesel almost $5, $5 USD dollars. And I don't know if y'all familiar with some brokers when you be booking loads and they try to say, well, diesel went down. Okay, well, diesel didn't went up. Now, what we talking about now? Let's see if they adjust the prices per diesel. Since when they were trying to give you them little cheap rates, they say, well, these are only $2 or $3 per gallon. Okay, now these are almost $5, and supply in places $6, $7. So what we talking about? More money? Or we still gonna stay at $2 a mile? Yeah, I just had a driver, because y'all know I'm back dispatching in South Carolina. Them prices, them rates in South Carolina, you might well be in Florida. Because there's no way they got loads on there from South Carolina going up to Wisconsin, going up to Chicago, to Illinois, paying $1,100, $1,000, $1,200.
Here's what's going on. Diesel fuel prices have been climbing again. And for truckers, that's a direct hit. We're not talking about a small inconvenience. We're talking about one of the biggest expenses jumping up fast. So now every time they fill up, it's costing way more just to keep the truck moving. And the problem is the loads they hauling. The pay for those loads hasn't really gone up to match. So you got truckers out here running the same routes and doing the same work, but spending way more money just to do it. And a lot of them, especially the independent drivers, owner ops, is starting to feel like they working just to break even.
What's going on? Doctor. I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off.
So just out of curiosity, right? Y'all know the fuel prices are going up. Y'all see my truck parked right there. Are y'all moving y'all's truck right now? And if so, what is your minimum that you are moving your box truck for? I feel so bad for the semi guys because I know y'all's overhead is way more than ours. But we're not moving y'all. We're not doing it. Diesel is over $5.50 a gallon in Georgia, where we're based out of. We're not doing it. As far as everyone that's out here is still going to be taking these cheap ass loads, you're going to be going negative if you take a load for $1 and some change a mile. I'm telling you right now, if you do your cost per mile breakdown on your fuel after you figure out how many miles to the gallon you're getting, you have to make the math, y'all. So I'm asking this question. Are y'all running y'all's trucks right now? And if so, what is the minimum amount that you're moving your 26-foot box truck for? I'm seriously need to know, y'all. We need to union up together on this time right now because it is rough. I got on the load board. The rates are not changing and diesel is still going up. Ain't no way.
Now let's talk about why it matters. Because truckers don't just drive, they move everything. Every store you walk into, every package you order, every grocery item on the shelf currently, it got to be there by a trucker at some point. That's why I give them a lot of respect. So when diesel goes up, the cost moves, those goods go up too. And companies just don't eat that cost, they pass it down. That's why you start seeing higher prices in the store, higher prices with delivery costs and everything just creeping on up little by little. So even when you're not trucking, you still go feel it.
This message goes out for my owner operators out here. I'm gonna tell you like this. I know that the diesel prices have went up since the war, and I know it's starting to make a lot of your businesses starting to kind of like go down. But when I say go down, I'm talking about like your revenue, your profitabilities and everything that you know what I mean, the money you was making before is starting to get swallowed up with these diesel prices. I'm sending prayers out for you, and hopefully y'all can stick it out. But even with the big companies, we're seeing a big difference when we go to these companies. We're seeing it time after time. And this war is starting to show us that now the U.S. is starting to suffer due to what's going on overseas. You know what I'm saying? When it's dealing with the oil. So I'm going to say like this. I'm going to send prayers out for y'all. I know it's tough out here. I know it's tough. Not only it's tough, I found out today, I started another time now. I used to come in super early, now push back. This is what I call the fatality of the economy. The economy is killing a lot of people's growth right now. I don't know how we can stop it. There's only so many jobs out here that you can replace your main job with. Hopefully this storm will pass, but at the end of the day, you got a lot of people out here suffering through what's going on. Ain't nobody by themselves out here. So a lot of people feeling the same way, that their money is going down. The spending power has went downhill. Like it is what it is. Hey, look, man, we gotta do what we gotta do out here. All right, be safe out here.
Let's talk about what's about to happen in the trucking industry with these oil prices. When oil goes up, diesel goes up. And when diesel goes up, the first people who feel it are owner-operators. Because fuel is one of the biggest expenses in trucking. A small increase in diesel can mean thousands of dollars lost over time if you're not running the right loads. And here's the problem. A lot of drivers are out here booking cheap freight just to keep the truck moving. But if the rate doesn't cover the fuel, deadhead, and expenses, you're actually losing money. This is exactly why having a freight dispatcher is important. A good dispatcher is watching the market all day. We know which lanes are paying, which brokers are underpaying, and we negotiate the rates so you're not stuck hauling the cheap loads. Our job is to keep your truck profitable, not just moving. Because in trucking, when fuel prices rise, the difference between surviving and struggling is strategy. And that's where a good dispatcher comes in.
Now, look, we got to keep it real for a second, because diesel prices ain't the only thing that's the problem. The real issue is that the system is already running on a tight shift. Now, truckers are dealing with high insurance. They got expensive repairs. They got rising maintenance and inconsistent pay. So when fuel jumps up, on top of all that, it's not just no bill. It's the pressure stacking on pressure. If you got a system running that tight, it don't take that much to throw it off. That's the part people not realizing need to pay attention to. We talking about these fuel prices. Y'all need to let me know what y'all think in the comments. Because my opinion is, this is one of those things where people overlook, but it really tells you about where we headed. If the people responsible for moving goods across this country are struggling to profit, that's not small. That's a huge issue. That's a sign that the cost of everything is outpacing what people are actually making.
True, don't get sugar-coated. Keep it real so you know we gon' be speaking on it. Got the latest headlines on what's going down. We keep our eyes open before it all hits the ground. Southern Economists, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe, real talk, real true, real life, we go survive. I got my eye wide open for when the markets hit the ground. You got them pockets wide open when them dividends come around. Oh baby, just hit that like, subscribe. I might teach you a little something about how to make $1 out of dime. I'm a real prepper, stockpiling before the shit hit the fan. I only trust in God, I don't depend on man. True, don't get sugar-coated. We keep it real and we keep it rolling.